Bill Veeck was a man born in 1914 in Chicago, Illinois, who was a baseball owner, but also a very unconventional but revolutionary sports promoter and marketer. So he started out as an owner. He owned a few teams, but where he really started to pick up traction was when he owned the St. Louis Browns. And he did a few things with this team that really put him on the map. One of the things that was important about this is that the Browns and the Cardinals were sharing a stadium, Sportsman Park, at the time. And one of his main goals was to drive out the St. Louis Cardinals. And one of the ways that he did this, and something that was new to me, was that he made made the stadium into a museum of Browns memorabilia, something that was unheard of at the time. And something that was even more unheard of that he did was he did a promotion where the fans were managers. So there was a person who held up a sign. It was, should we pull the pitcher? Should we walk him? Should we do this? Should we do that? And the fans would hold up signs that either said yes or no, and they were pretty much calling all the shots for the game, which was something that was just revolutionary. And many of the things that he did are still around today and still very important. One of them is that when he was with the White Sox, he was the first one to have a big scoreboard. And this is super important nowadays. I mean, one of the huge promotions for stadiums and one of the big advertising points is the Jumbotron or the scoreboards. I mean, you see so many times where teams unveil their new scoreboards and whatnot in their arena, and fans are just super excited about it. Another thing that he started that's still around today are curtain calls. If you're unfamiliar, curtain call is in baseball when a player walks out the dugout after they hit a home run and tip their cap towards the crowd. This is something that he started, and we still see players do curtain calls today. And also another thing that he started was the Harry Carey seventh inning stretch, which is super, super popular with the Chicago Cubs, and it's something that unfortunately is not done today since he passed away, but something that was just super important to the culture and super important in the sports. Bill Veeck was pretty much the guy he's the father of marketing in sports. I mean, all these promotions that he did, they're super important, and most of the stuff that's done today, even if it's minor, would not be possible without Bill Veeck.